underdog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see Tyler Lockett. He went well over 100 yards a week ago.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On second down, here's Herbert. He finds his man, Pollard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Brought down at the 20. The Cowboys at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Pollard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got it. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
No, he does not come down easily. You're right, but he did. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 86 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the #1 thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, you can do so much more because of the element you have, because of the football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Young now from the 50. Incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL. NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing, Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
First down, Justin Herbert. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Fant. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again, Herbert. That's caught once again by Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. This is Fant on the short completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this one's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Young down. And once again, this is Sanders. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a tick on their net to go before half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On play action, Young. Looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Sharp scallop left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Here's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the AFC North. Longtime rivals colliding. Pittsburgh heading east to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. C.J. Stroud has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 5. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about the rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Very solid gain of 27. A three-score game here, Wade. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So that shows a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 46, he's second and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Herbert throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert drops this underneath for Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That throw by Young incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shut them down.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job.
research is my Twitter feed, never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention these getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black, then I can see the rap, then I believe in cap, then I agree with cap, I believe in rap, I believe that I'm that.
After the penalty, if he shuts down, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And they get it right across midfield. Down to the 30 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The game of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They try to flex out here. Despite him not running the ball, they told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to get him the runs that they needed.
First down, Fields. He'll check this down the Hines. The conditions loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Where's Sterling after one? Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. As they got it second down and 11. Back to throw, Fields. Return down in a nice game. Gets him out of the bench closer for third down.
Should be irritating anytime he touches his hands. Over the second half of this contest.
Passing game, they didn't sink here early. And now it's first down. Fourth down, here's Sam Whitmore to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Smith to return. So now the second round offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be? It's Fields.
receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now first down for Fields.
Every snap, another nice job there for us in the completion.
get deeper into it, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Wilson, on second down. Throwing six, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21-22. 7 players coming in. There's Wilson. He's given his target. It's complete. And doesn't quite make it. Taking it into the highlight. It's dropped at the line. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead in the final stages of this first half.
And that's a sign we've seen a lot over his career. Three of his first years of last year, number 15 in the last 8 years. But he still knows how to use his feet necessary. And he takes care of business right there.
Let's go for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And now we're going to find the coverage with Sundays just to the 18. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee and they should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here on Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brendan, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Being caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Ezekiel Elliott, over 100 yards for the victory, with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, strong in the victory, as his guys look better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, strong in the win, as his guys started the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. In the first half, Broncos got some strong play from their veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. His touchdown run was the lone score of those first 2 quarters as his guys hold a 7-0 lead. Okay,
and they've got the lead, seemingly think the message is halftime.
The message is too short. They need to change things too much. Do you think it's a keep it for many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder what they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know what these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yards can they gain after that?
And they're on display there for a good pickup. Now the first down carry, it's Williams. In the first half, he was holding shots on the ground with his face on lack of production. This is the lead.
And if they feel fortunate about that, I think they actually get production from the leaders. This offense and making this margin too.
And it'll be taken at the 45, following a gain of just 2. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better than the first half. They got to find a way to get into the big part of the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Michael Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Andy Reid. This is a way headed straight to the sidelines. And this ball goes over the bounds and it's going to be inside the 40. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much hot offense here from either side of these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Because the defense is
They've kept him in check until that run. It's the first time he's really got loose in this game.
And you have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of start counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before and start limiting him again.
Right back to it on first down. And this first down, 3 at second down.
Right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous game looked pretty good. Maybe he was a little tired.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out. Had a second back come in to maybe.
Now it's Fields.
Surprising they completed the pass.
to take over here. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see what they can do on this drive. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Fields. We're here to discuss red zone efficiency of that CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone because those are the
offense had third down tonight. I think that's success. Just 2% to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw his Fields. He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete with the first target in the second half. themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this first quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger of running with it and picking up the first down. To throw is Wilson. Complete to Dulcich. Now he gets himself across the 35 before he's held out. On the 46 now, here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing play out? watch as they come up on first down.
Well, Denver system has been running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Wilson to throw. Taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How does the possess the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just been lined up confirming what the official says. This play will stand as is.
Fields.